text, audio, and video news of the globe from Scientific Television. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with us. Thank you.
Now listen to the headline news. U.S. lawmakers accuse Justice Department of inappropriately redacting Epstein files. Trump's world order hangs over Europe on eve of key defense conference. Chappell Roan leaves talent agency led by Casey Wasserman after Epstein fallout. The messy quad god and kitchen blender set to be an Olympic superstar. Buy an island for $350K, but you must wade across an estuary to reach it. Macron urges Europe to start acting like world power. Australia police defend actions after violence at protest over Israeli president visit. The Taekwondo teacher tasked with healing India's troubled state. Thailand election. The result the polls never saw coming. Wegovy maker sues rival over knockoff weight loss drugs. Palestinians say new Israeli measures in West Bank amount to de facto annexation. Eswatini angers Madagascar junta for hosting deposed leader. Japanese stocks surge as Takaichi secures historic election victory. U.S. to exempt some Bangladeshi clothes from tariffs. BP steps up cost cutting as profits slide. Buddhist monks' 108-day walk for peace set to end in Washington, D.C. Mum is still out there. Savannah Guthrie issues new plea as ransom deadline passes. Now listen to the main detailed news. U.S. lawmakers raised concerns over improperly redacted files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, released by the Department of Justice, DOJ, under the Epstein Files Transparency Act, EFTA. Congress members began reviewing unredacted versions of roughly 3 million pages. Lawmakers, including Representatives Ro Khanna and Thomas Massie, said many names were inappropriately redacted, despite DOJ assurances of transparency. Victims' lawyers criticized the disclosures, highlighting email addresses and photos revealing potential victims' identities. It has been a year since U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance's Munich Security Conference speech criticized Europe's migration policies and warned of internal threats. Since then, U.S. actions under the Trump administration, including tariffs, a Venezuela raid, uneven Ukraine policies, and demands to acquire Greenland, have disrupted the world order. The upcoming conference, led by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, with over 50 leaders invited, occurs amid growing concerns over Europe's security and transatlantic ties. Singer Chappell Roan announced she has left the talent agency led by Casey Wasserman after his name appeared in the Epstein files. Roan cited her responsibility to protect her team and the need for accountability in the industry. Other artists and bands represented by Wasserman, including Beach Bunny, have also expressed disgust and disappointment. Wasserman has faced criticism for his emails to Ghislaine Maxwell, though he denies any criminal wrongdoing. U.S. figure skater Ilya Malinin captured global attention at the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics after his backflip in the team event, helping the USA secure team gold by a single point over Japan. The 21-year-old, nicknamed the Quad God, has not lost in competition for over 2.5 years and is poised to compete for individual Olympic gold. His unique style, technical skill, and history-making performances make him the sport's rising superstar. Ynys Gifton, a 17-acre tidal island off the Welsh coast in Gwynedd, is up for sale with a guide price of £350,000. The island features a Victorian stone farmhouse in need of extensive renovation and is located near the picturesque village of Port Marion. Access depends on tides, by boat at high tide or via a short walk across tidal sands at low tide, making safety precautions essential for potential buyers. French President Emmanuel Macron has urged Europe to assert itself as a global power in response to growing challenges from China, Russia, and the United States. Speaking to European newspapers ahead of an EU summit, he highlighted economic, defense, and democratic arenas where Europe must act decisively. Macron emphasized the continent's wake-up call, calling for stronger investment, coherent policies, and unity to secure Europe's influence and protect its industries in a rapidly changing world. Australian police faced criticism after violently clashing with protesters in Sydney during a rally against Israeli President Isaac Herzog's visit. Video footage showed officers punching demonstrators, using pepper spray, and dragging away Muslim men praying. Authorities said 27 people were arrested, 9 charged, and 10 officers assaulted. Protesters included activists such as Grace Tame, while Jewish and pro-Palestinian demonstrators expressed their views, highlighting deep tensions over Herzog's visit and the recent Bondi Beach anti-Semitic attack. Manipur, in India's northeast, has a new chief minister, Yumnam Khemchand Singh, following a year of federal rule imposed after ethnic violence that killed over 260 people. Singh, a seasoned politician and Taekwondo black belt, took office amid ongoing tensions between the Meitei majority and Kuki-Zo minority. Protests erupted shortly after his oath, with some Kuki-Zo groups criticizing participation of their legislators in the new government, demanding separate administration for Kuki-Zo-dominated areas. Thailand's recent general election produced a surprising result, as Prime Minister Anutin Chanvarakul's Boom Jai Thai party secured a clear victory, winning over 190 seats. Opinion polls had predicted a win for the Progressive People's Party, which previously gained 151 seats in 2023, but they suffered a setback. The election outcome highlights a shift in political dynamics, with Anutin consolidating conservative support, forming a coalition government, and positioning himself as the standard-bearer of Thai conservatism. Danish pharmaceutical company Novo Nordisk has filed a lawsuit against US-based Hims & Hers, claiming their weight loss pills and injections are unsafe, unapproved, and infringe on its patents. The legal action seeks to block Hims & Hers products after the rival launched a new weight loss pill, prompting initial threats. The lawsuit caused Hims & Hers shares to drop 16%, while Novo Nordisk's stock rose slightly, highlighting the financial stakes in the growing weight loss drug market. Israel's security cabinet approved new measures in the occupied West Bank, widely criticized as de facto annexation. Far-right finance minister Bezalel Smotrich announced steps making it easier for Jewish settlers to take over Palestinian land, including canceling restrictions on land sales and reducing oversight of real estate transactions. Palestinians, Arab countries, Israeli anti-occupation group condemned the moves, warning they endanger the Palestinian Authority, increase settler violence, and undermine prospects for a two-state solution.